Alright, this is obviously my 2011 Street Glide. I had put some Boom Audio high quality speakers in here. Hopefully you've seen my video of how to take this fairing off. If not, check that video out. You'll know how to remove the fairing. This bike's getting sold, so I'm putting the stock speakers back in. I'm going to sell these Boom Audio separate on eBay. I'll get a whole bunch more for them. I don't leave too much stuff on the bike when I sell them. I strip them back down because you don't get very much money out of the things you put in it. So the same way if you're getting speakers to put them in is the same way I'm going to take these out and put the stock ones back in, so it should work for you either way, but you got one on each side obviously. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, first thing what we're not going to worry about too much, but what we want is the green wire and the gray wire, green with a black stripe and gray with a red stripe. We're going to take these off, and obviously one's bigger than the other, so you can't put these back on the wrong way. Okay, this one with the green with the black stripe, it's got a really fat connector there, so it's no big deal. You'll know how they go back on when we get our stock speakers. These wires up here are just the Boom Audio. Your stock speakers won't have this. It's got a separate tweeter on the front, so that tweeter actually wires to the back of the speaker, but these wires are all one unit, so we don't have to worry about those. Let's get this speaker out of here. Okay, just to give you a little more close-up, you can tell that tab there is a lot bigger, a lot fatter than that one there. And when we talk about our wires, got our gray with red and green with black. Obviously this big fat black connector will only fit on here, okay, and this one over here. And when we put the stock speakers on, I'll show you, but that shows you the different sizes. And these are the Boom Audio high output speakers. They're super awesome. If you get a chance to get some, man, they really increase the sound. I think they're $159 from Harley Davidson, but well worth the money. You'll get a lot more sound. No amps or anything, but they're separate tweeters, and they just put out a lot more sound, so check those out. Alright, to get these off, Torx, Phillips. Torx 25, T25. T25 is the size, and then a Phillips down there, so we'll just get right at it. And there we go. And the grill comes off here, so be careful, it's hooked to the wire, but yeah, so that Boom Audio speaker's out of there. Alright, we're moving around to the other side here, and going again to Torx. We'll just get those out of there real quick. Alright, that one's out now. Well guys, this is Ryan Erlacher with lawabidingbiker.com and your high-tech redneck. I really hope you're liking the tutorial video. We keep cranking them out there, just a real quick deal, and we'll get right back into it. Make sure you check out lawabidingbiker.com for all your law-abiding biker needs. We do a podcast, check the podcast out. Also check all these tutorial videos, review videos. We do a blog, written blogs I do, and I also do vlogs. So check all that stuff out, lawabidingbiker.com. We really appreciate your support. We really hope you're enjoying the videos. If you can, right now this is all free content. We're pumping it out for free for you guys, but we put a lot of money into it, a lot into podcasting gear. If you guys can support us, we really appreciate it. Go to lawabidingbiker.com and leave a donation. We really appreciate it. There's a donate PayPal button on there, and yeah, we'd really appreciate your support. Alright, let's get back to the tutorial video. Alright, so we've got the Boom Audio speaker out, okay, and like I say, it's got the grill, it's got a tweeter, but we're going to replace it with the stock. So we do need, there's a piece here, and you can actually see it. I'll just let that hang for a sec. But you can see it right here, and we basically just need to get that black piece, plastic piece off the Boom Audio, because we're actually going to use that for the stock, to put the stock speakers back in. So alright, let's get to that. Alright, I'm going to try to show you the best I can here. This is the stock speaker, stock grill. I'm just going to set the grill there for a second. We got to make sure this plastic spacer is thick at the top, skinny at the bottom, and we want, of course, our wire connections at top. So it's kind of just slotted. You just kind of set your speaker in there and just push a little bit. Okay, now it pops right in to this mount, so to speak. Okay, and then we want to get our grill, fabric kind of plastic grill here lined up, and then we're going to fit everything in there. Alright, try to get all the holes lined up on the grill. There's this brace down here. I'll get a little closer here in a second, but get everything lined up. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and put the 2 Torques back in here and the Phillips down at the bottom. So just let that sit for a second. Okay, so now we've got I'm going to get this Torque screw through the top, and I got the grill lined up, and I'm actually going to start it just a little bit with my fingers there. Okay, I got it started. Now I'm going to do the same thing, line up there's holes in the plastic, the grill, or the speaker and the grill. Get all those lined up, make sure it pops out. There we go. Alright, I'm going to get that back lined up too here, and get it started with my fingers. And you can just move around to the front if you need to. Make sure your grill looks good. Alright, now I'll get my Torques and socket. Alright, and we'll crank those down. But first thing I'm going to do here is make sure I'm going to move around the front. Excuse me. You can see on my speaker, yeah, the grill kind of came through there, so I'm just going to kind of line the grill up. There we go. Everything's lined up. Move back in front of you here. And now I can put my Phillips in the lower here. Get our wires out there. Alright, we just snug these down just a little bit. That one. I'm going to snug this down a little bit. Right about there is good. It's nice and tight. You don't want to go too tight on these. If you go too tight, you'll actually crank right through the plastic. It'll keep threading itself through, and you'll bulge out into the front of your fairing out here. The bolt will actually bulge out, so just don't keep going. It'll keep driving right through the plastic. Some guy sent me an email and said that had happened to him, so be careful of that. These two look good, and this is tight, so there we go. Let's get these wires hooked back up now. Okay, again, 2 wires, and the black goes on the fat one. You can see it's bigger there, the green and black wire. Okay, that seat's on there, and then the smaller white and red wire will go right on there. And if I didn't tell you, it doesn't matter which speaker goes on which side. It doesn't matter. So you can put either speaker on either side. So there you go. We'll move around to the other side, and we've still got to put this speaker in here, and we're basically going to do it the same way. Well, welcome back. I've just been putting this other speaker in. It goes in exactly like the other one, so I didn't think I needed to show you again. Guy sent me an email a couple months ago. Like I said, don't tighten these too tight. He sent me an email and said he was putting his new Boom Audio high output speakers in, and he was cranking these too hard, and he put it right through the other side of the fairing, started bulging out. So be careful of that. It's the small things, guys. I know it seems real easy, but it's the small things. He's like, if I saw a tutorial video, I wouldn't have cranked them down so much, and I wouldn't have put a bulge through the front of my fairing. The only way to repair that is obviously to leave it or replace your whole inner fairing, which is super expensive. But yeah, I've got those cranked down just where they need to be. Everything's nice and tight. So yeah, just be careful of that. And we'll get this. And of course, I'm putting stock speakers back in. I took my Boom Audios out because I'm going to get rid of this bike and get a new brand new model Street Glide, but that will be upcoming in the future. Some reviews on that, the new 2014 Street Glide Special. But yeah, I'm getting rid of this, and like I say, I'm putting the stock stuff back in because you get a lot more selling it separate. You don't get anything for it when you sell it with the bike. So alright, got that all wired back up, and next thing to do is test those before we put our fairing back on to make sure everything's hooked up and they're working. Alright guys, I'm just testing it out real quick, make sure everything's working good, make sure both speakers are working.
Stay
So those are stock speakers, of course.